project's called The Incredible Disappearing Boy. It's kind of a vehicle for my songs, but it was designed to be a bit more than that. The idea being that I'm the incredible disappearing boy. I keep coming up with like a song every 2 years and releasing it and then disappearing again. Stitching my heart to your sleeve. My name's Sam Bates. I'm a musician and a recording engineer. I've been in bands since I was sort of 17 and I've done the rock thing. And I've been a session musician for people. And I've finally managed to pull my finger out and actually get around to recording some of my own material now, so that's kind of why we're sat here today. The idea with this is because I can play most instruments to a relatively terrible standard, I tend to do that because I've got my studio, I've got all the tools to do it. And this one I wanted to get some really great players in and just see where they took the songs. On drums we've got Richard Millen. Rich is a good friend of mine. We go back quite a few years and played in bands together before. He's an amazing drummer. I never get to play with him because he lives in Berlin now, so the chances are very, very scarce. He just happened to be over here on like a sort of 5-week tour. Rather than calling it like Sam Bates project, giving it a name means it could grow into a band, or it could be me, it could be it's kind of pretty open-ended really. We've got Cinzano Taylor, Ian Taylor in on bass. Ian's he's a sort of local musician, tutor, all-round good guy. He's an amazing guitarist, amazing bass player, got brilliant feel, knows his way around the guitar like no one else. So I just figured if someone's just going to be thrown in the deep end, he'd be the guy to do it really. I really wanted to get other musicians involved on this because everyone hears things in different ways. So whereas I might have a sort of a set idea of how a bass line should go, or a drum beat should go, or what kind of keyboard sound would be great over a certain part of the song, somebody else might just throw something out of the left field and be like, wow, that's definitely a much better idea.
The Rhodes piano sort of didn't hit, so the piano came forwards and then let the Rhodes rise out the back of the piano. That was kind of the thing I had in the head.
Yeah, because that would give that kind of paddy sort of...
Yeah, and then you get the piano kind of taking ownership of the chords, and then, the Rhodes is sort of the thing that comes from it. So it feels like I'm hitting the chords a little hard for it then. I think you've got to plant them to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just trying to think of the best way to record because I've got
We've got John Bucket on keyboards. He's outstandingly talented. He's an amazing keyboard player, great on guitar, brilliant bassist, he's a good composer. So just seemed like the right man really. He's far better at doing this stuff with the piano than I am. We've had a couple of horn players. So we've had Adam Wiltshire on trumpet, Amy Fry on saxophone, who both I've played with before, or produced before. Some sensible shoes you never had to wear. Definitely had a sound in mind. Bands like Wilco and people like Jackson Browne and Bryan Adams, all of that Americana stuff, but with a British edge. Things like Beatles, there's a bit of Bolan probably stuck in there as well. I wasn't sure if the musicians that I brought in would have cottoned onto it. I didn't want to sort of direct them, so I wanted to sound like this. But luckily they got in, and within about 20 minutes of setting up and jamming, they just got the vibe absolutely right.
Could you love me more than moonlight? When can I see my face? All the cracks and lines of hard time, longer and well away. If I close my eyes and smile, it's okay. Could you love me in the springtime, with the flowers in full bloom, with the scent of cut grass in the air? Would it be safe to assume that I left a fingerprint on your heart. Well, that's okay, honey, this is just the start. When the teeth of winter bite, it'll feel just like a kiss. 'Cause no matter what the others say, it'll always come to this. This feeling that we have both been blessed. And I love you till I take my dying breath. Leave it hanging for the morning, when we both been drowning in bed.
The songs, yeah, they're kind of personal. So there's a couple of them that are definitely personal, and there's a couple of them that more tell like a slightly universal story.
I'm a monster. I'm a monster.
I try and broadly keep themes universal when I'm writing lyrics. I don't want to. I think hopefully people can relate to it, even the ones that are kind of written about my life. I try to keep things open-ended.
I am cold and I am shy. Oh, I'm a monster. I'm a monster. I'm a monster.
It's been really, really nice to be in the studio working on something that I really enjoy that's actually my own, that I can take away and use at the end of it. Because as a producer, I quite often have bands in who are great, but I don't have any kind of musical say in it. I'm just kind of the guy that hits record and moves the mics around. So it's nice to actually be a musician again.
So is this?
Hang for the morning, when we both been drowning in bed. I'm tired, I'm scared. Oh, I'm a monster. I'm a monster. And I'm burning.
I'm going to do a version, standard version, or a version that's got like extra stuff like video content, be able to download the raw files to mix if you're an audio engineer, and some extra artwork and stuff like that. So I'm quite excited about doing something a bit different with the release.
I tried to open up my heart.
It was great. I've been grinning for days. It's been brilliant.
But it's sewed up so tight, it hurts. It's not like the